So this video is going to talk you through how to create an order. So in order to do this, we want to go to the inventory option on the sidebar, expand and go to orders. Now you sometimes will get a notification here, and this is when the system has worked out that you have a high priority order that needs to be made. So it may or may not be showing an alert here. But if we click onto orders, it brings us to this area. Now, there's several different options on this page. We have the Orders tab, Ordered Items, and Unordered Items. So orders are obviously any orders that you've created. So these are all of my existing orders that I have made. We have Ordered Items. That then breaks it down. So every single item within those orders that have been created is itemised here. And you can see it goes a step further, so it will connect that order to the customer account. So if it's a dress for a specific bride that you've ordered after a sale, it will then link that order to the customer, so you can link through and everything is connected. And we also have unordered items. So you can check in here and it will work out that if you have had some sales in the shop of items that are out of stock, they will all be listed here until you mark them as ordered. So in order to actually create an order, you want to come over to this Unordered Items tab and then have a quick look to check that the items that you want to order are present here. If you're happy with that, we can then go ahead and we can create a new order. Now, you can do this for if it is an item that's from the sale. So these are items that they're listed because they're connected to a customer, because it's ones that have been put into here after you've made a sale for a dress that's out of stock, and therefore the system's saying, okay, it was an out of stock sale, so we need to make an order. But you can also create a new order for items that aren't connected to a sale. Say you just want to do an order of like belts or tiaras just to have some stock in your shop. You can do that as well. It doesn't have to be connected to a sale or a customer. So if we go ahead and click new order, it will open up this window here. Now you want to first of all choose what supplier the order is going to be with. So you'll see all of your suppliers will be listed down here, and you'll have a little notification telling you how many dresses need to be ordered from that designer. So for example, Emma's bridal gowns, this is saying that I've made one sale for Emma's bridal gowns. So I've got one order that I need to make for them. So I'm going to go ahead and select that as my supplier I'm going to do the order from. And we'll then bring you down to this window here. Now, this window here will tell you any of the priorities of the dresses that need to be ordered. So I only have one dress, and it's telling me it's low priority, so that means the wedding date is probably quite a long way away. However, if you're getting near the point where you needed to order this dress, My Bridal will work out based on your supplier's lead time and based on getting the wedding dresses into your shop for 12 weeks before the wedding date, which is the required date when you put a sale through. It will tell you at what time frame you need to be ordering a dress. So if they become close to that date that you need to order them, they will go to medium and high priority. So I've only got one dress. It's a low priority, as you can see, and it's itemised down here. So if I want to add that customer's dress to the order, I'm going to go ahead and select it here, and you can click add to order. If I had multiple dresses that needed to be ordered from that supplier, they would all be itemised down here, so you could select them all and add them all to the order if you wanted to do a big order from that supplier with all of the dresses that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to an order. So you can see it will itemise it down here, so it's connecting it to the customer that we're ordering the dress for. You have space to put an external reference number in, so that can be any number you want, and you can also come back into this order once it's been made. So I know some people like to use this to record like a confirmation number back from the supplier once you've got it. You then have the information about the category, the code, the variations of the size and the colour, any SKU information. So it's pre-populated the wholesale cost here for me because I've saved that against my product. You can obviously change that if the costing has changed. So say the prices have gone up, maybe that costs £500 now. It will work out the tax rate, or you can do a custom tax rate if you need to as well. And you get to put your quantity in, so maybe you want a few of those dresses, you can change it here. You can add on your shipping costs here, so say it's going to cost me £100 to get that shipped, and any additional costs as well that are in the order you can add on. So we might have selected all of the custom addresses that we need, but maybe you want to buy a sample as well. So if you want to add things to the order that aren't attached to a customer, you can go ahead and do that by just adding an item here. So I can add an item, and you can then go ahead and choose the product that you want to add into your order. So I'm going to go for a bridal gown and a code. So I'm going to go to, I think I have some EBG addresses, which are Emma's Bridal Gowns. So let's go for this one. And variation, so let's just choose a random one from my variation. So I'm going to go for this one and say I'm going to want this in the shop as a sample. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you can add that to the order. You can see that item has now been added to the order as well, but it's not connected to a customer because we're just buying this for the shop. I'll just talk you through this top bar as well. So we can see the supplier, so purchase order number. My Bridal will create an order number for this order anyway. So this is your purchase order number from the supplier, or for your records, whatever number you want it to be. So let's go 9876. Order date, and you can also put in an expected rate depending on when you're expecting the dresses to come. And if you have any idea what the lead time is from the supplier or when they're due to come, you can pop a date in for that. Let's go for May. And this can be updated once the order has been submitted as well. You know, if they come back to you and say it's likely to be then, you can keep updating that date. You have your tax rate, so this is when you can change your tax rate and put in what you want for that. And then once we've got all the details on there, I think we're happy to go ahead and hit save. So now that order has been created, you can see there's one less dress listed here because we've now ordered it. And if I go over to my orders tab, we can see the order that I've just created here. So purchase order number 9876, Emma's Bridal Gowns, and this is everything that we've just done. So you can open it up and you can edit it. So I could open it up by clicking on it, and it brings us back to that same window that we were on. So you can then export that information if you want to take it out of My Bridal. You know, if you want to send it to the supplier, you can do it using this. Or if you want to update, like I say, the reference number, if the supplier gives you a confirmation number or the expected date, you can go in and edit it there, and we can just save it and it will update it. And then in addition to that, we can go to the ordered items, and you can see the items that we have ordered within that sale. So we should be able to see if we go by order number. So you can see Emma's Bridal Gown, and you can see that item, that dress that I ordered, the additional one that I added to the order. And then if we come down here, we can also see the Emma's Bridal Gown, so it's the same order number down here, and we can see that other dress. So this is the one that I chose and I added to the order originally. So this one you can see is connected back to the customer. So you could then you can use this as a link to take you to the customer area. So if you click on this, it will open up the customer area, and you'll see that when you go to the orders tab within the customer profile, it will then tell you that that dress has been ordered. So it all syncs together and it will update the status. You can also see it on the timeline. You can see when that order has been made. If I come back to the orders page here, now what you can do is then when the item has been kind of confirmed or it has arrived, you can then go in and you can click on the item, and we could say that it has been confirmed on this date, or when it has arrived, you can also update the system to say that the item has arrived in your store. That again will tie through to the customer area. So if I go in again and we click on here and open up the customer area again, we can see it now says arrived because I've updated that status. So I hope that helps you to understand a little bit more about how to create an order and how the order area works. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with our customer support, and we'll be more than happy to help you.